lot of people think one stock when they race, they don't lose. That's what a lot of people think. I don't believe in that shit. I believe in, like, I want that shit more than anybody else. So it's free smoke for everybody. Like, anybody could get it.
Oh,
we have a list, actually. I have the list. Actually.
Oh, you got a list? Yo, they can't prepare.
So that shit is definitely gonna get packed up.
Welcome back to another episode of the Street Alpha Podcast. I am your host, and today we have very special guests and very young guests as well, who actually are making a name for themselves in the streets of New York. And we also got my guy Josh here.
What up?
So today's gonna be a dope episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Jay and we have Junior. Let's clap it up for Jay and Junior. Yeah. Woo. So, where do we start? So first of all, how old are you guys?
I'm 18.
18.
Yeah.
18.
I'm 23.
23. Okay. It seems like everybody's 23.
Yeah.
That's like the magic number right now. I don't know anybody who's like 24
I mean, it is
right
2023.
Yeah. What? 23? No, 23. I think that's the number that I feel like everyone's 23.
Yeah, everybody's 23. Even Dre is 23.
Oh, yeah. So you're still in school?
I just graduated, actually.
Oh, so you're not in high school anymore?
Well, I just graduated like this month, yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're in June. Yo, I feel like we're in May
congrats.
still. Yeah,
There
congrats,
you
bro. You made it. So, damn, you're 18, bro?
Yeah.
Crazy. And this is your first car?
Nah, my second one.
Second car?
Second car. Wow.
Actually, I had a EK 4-door when I was 17. I was actually the second person in my grade to drive, and I had an EK 4-door, so I guess I can kind of relate.
Well, I had a bike, so.
A bicycle?
Bicycle.
Oh, okay. Well,
And a
that's dope.
scooter.
But you have a BMW. So what was your first car?
A 435 BMW.
Yo, that's
Wow.
So what about you?
My first car was an Acura RS6.
Okay.
I was in high school driving too.
You were 18?
Nah, like I got my car at 17.
Okay.
But I ended up dropping out of school.
Oh, you dropped out?
Yeah, I ended up dropping out of school.
Are you what'd you drop out for? Like,
I mean,
to do like other things, like
I
work
was
and
just
stuff?
working, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was working, and then just school wasn't for me, like paper. I'm like more of a hands-on guy. So,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then I ended up working, and then throughout the years, I just saved up some money, and me and my pops opened a body shop over here in Amityville, New York. So we've been doing that since. You know
That's
what I'm
dope.
saying?
Props for you, man. That's good
That's
job.
dope, bro. Yeah. So I mean, I can't say I don't. I mean, I graduated. I went to college for like a semester, and then I did like I was a dancer. So not no pole dancing. I was like, because people were like, "You a dance? What kind of dance you do?" Like, I went to school to dance. But I never really believed. I don't want to say I believed in school, but there's other things you can do to make money. You don't have to go to
definitely,
school
Right.
to have a career and make up. It's millionaires who drop out. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like
yeah.
Kanye is a college dropout too.
Yeah.
Look at where Kanye is. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not Kanye. It's not a good example, but so since you're so young, right? You guys are both young. What was your like entryway into like the street racing scene?
Well, mine,
Yeah,
I think I was before him.
crazy because you're younger.
Yeah. I think it was like my uncle would bring me to like Sunday Fun Day, like the OG days.
Yeah.
So like, I really had like a passion for cars at a young age. And then like I just started seeing on Instagram a lot of street racing. And then I DM'd somebody, and then he gave me a location one night, and then I got hooked onto it. And I started liking it, yeah.
So you had the BMW at the 300. What'd you have? What was your first car again?
435, yeah.
435.
But I didn't when I went the first time, I didn't have a car. I would just go with like my neighbor.
So what was like your first race?
It was a 435 versus Louis. He had
He had I think it's S5.
Yeah, he had an S5.
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 Yeah.
S5. How'd that race go? Were you nervous?
Of course I was nervous. My first race, he cracked me, I'm not gonna lie. He did it to me.
Was it for money or no?
Yeah.
So all right. So hold on. Before we get to there, let's talk about some. Did you guys do steps and all that?
Yeah.
All right. So what were the steps for that first rip?
Well, he kind of like, he kind of like got me, like,
Oh, that's why he's good.
He dubbed me, like,
That's where
he
it's
kind of
good.
lied to me. He said the car was stock. And then, yeah, I had to spot him, and then, yeah, he kind of beat me. That's where, like, I gave him, I think, a car.
Yeah, I think we gave him a car. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Off the light. And then he violated. It was like 3 buses.
So you gave him a car,
Yeah. And he said he was stocked, but he really wasn't stocked.
He could have gave you a car.
but you had
You
no.
see
I mean,
that?
you had no idea, right?
Nah, it was my first race.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of part of the game. You had to do
Yeah.
your gamble.
Yeah, it was a gamble.
Yeah.
Gamble we took.
So can you talk about like were you nervous from steps to at the line, or
Yeah.
like did it hit you like once you were at the line and you were about
Once
to run?
like doing the steps, I was like kind of happy, like it was lit.
Yeah.
Then when I got to the line, I'm like, oh shit, like, I can't
Were there a lot of
jump.
people there?
Nah, it wasn't that big. Louis not like a camera guy, so
How
it
much?
wasn't that big.
How much was the pot?
Probably like 600-700 aside. It wasn't that
Okay,
big.
it's a decent amount. Probably
Yeah.
like what? Driver's side only, like.
Nah, Louis probably did his driver's side. Louis
Yeah.
Louis knew he was gonna win some.
Yeah, I wasn't really confident in you. I ain't gonna lie. So
Yeah.
I think we kind of knew you was gonna lose, but
He said
I mean, we was out there to support. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do.
Yeah, nah,
As a
so
friend, you gotta
facts.
support.
Facts.
Yeah.
So you guys have a team, right?
Yeah.
So is that when the team started with that car or this one?
Nah.
Our team really started.
What's the
recently,
team
just-
name again?
Our team artillery. So
Artillery,
we got
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
team artillery. So it was just we weren't like trying to be a part of a team, but like
Yeah.
we were trying to get help, and then we realized a lot of the times we would go through dead ends, and then it was just like we were helping other people that already been out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like I'm like, yo, why would I join someone else when I could just do my own thing? You know what I
Facts.
mean? And I got my own shop. You know what I mean? I work on my own cars. I work on his cars. So it's like, why would I join someone else when I could just
Yeah,
build my
I
own
mean,
empire? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's the same thing with us with my super guys. We
Yeah.
don't have a team name or whatever, but we help each other out. And when somebody's racing, we'll be like, okay, let's do
Yeah,
it.
you guys
We'll
all
prep
support
we'll
each
prep
other,
it
yeah.
up.
Yeah. Nah, facts. That's how it is. I mean, it seems like you're smart though. You seem like I'm not saying that you're not smart, but I'm saying like it seems like you have you're very like ambitious about you know what I'm saying
Nah,
the things you want
yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
For
That's
sure.
what it is.
So, talk about your first race.
Well, I mean,
You guys are best friends?
not best friend.
Okay.
but
Because you guys seem to have history, so that's what I'm asking.
I mean, we only met not too long ago. Like we
Oh,
met,
really?
Yeah, we met last year.
Yeah.
We met.
Okay.
The first time we met was when Hezzy raced Problem in the Bronx.
Okay, yeah,
we
yeah,
gotta get
yeah.
in history before that.
Yeah, so like
Before that.
when I first met him, I don't know, we got put into a group chat and Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then this dude was just talking mad shit. So I told him whenever I see him, I'll fuck him up. This is crazy, bro. So then
You was
and then-
serious though?
Yeah, I was like, cause he's talking, yo, bro, this guy was talking crazy. So I'm like, yo, who is this kid? So then I see him, and then I see what he looked like. I'm like, yo, this the nigga that was talking all this bullshit. Like, I'm like, oh my god, bro. So then, I don't know. He ended up being cool and shit. So then, yeah, we ended up going out to Hezzy's race. We brought out my 540, and how much I bet that day?
1,000. I bet 500.
Yeah, we lost. So that was a quiet ride
Oh,
home.
yeah,
that was the
that-
first that was the first night I met him. And he was like, "Yo, bet on Hezzy. Hezzy don't lose." Like,
Yeah, that was that day from in the Bronx, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
put up like us old guys probably like almost 10,000.
yeah, there was
like,
a
all
lot
the
of money.
super
There was a
10
lot of money.
bands?
Yeah, there was a lot of
10
money. there.
bands,
I
yeah.
put up 1,000 myself. I think, yeah, like something.
Wait,
like
that was that super race that night too, right?
I'm not sure. I don't really
You put
Nah.
up 10 bands, bro? No wonder you ain't got no suspension on your car. You
Yeah, you
clap, man.
Well,
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That night, that was a mistake. It wasn't really like our fault. Like we didn't lose money. Like the car just fucked up. Like
okay.
Hezzy should have won that night. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cause from the line, bro, we thought like the whole ride back to the spot.
No,
we thought we won.
everybody thought he was winning.
Yeah. And then
So like,
his car just fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So you got the 540.
Mm-hmm.
So is that your first car? I mean, I don't think it would be, but
My actually my first like race car that
Yeah.
I've been outside racing for money. Yeah, that's my first.
That's your
like,
first
race
one?
car. Yeah.
so what's y'all records like between both of you?
I'm undefeated. Honestly, I'm gonna just jack it like that because
Oh. Damn.
What's the record?
what do you say? I don't really keep track of that.
Damn.
Oh, it's like that.
Damn.
I don't really keep track of that.
A few races, like I say maybe like 5 probably.
5? That's good, man.
Okay, 5-0.
5-0?
Yeah.
Me,
Okay.
I've raced like 12 times for money.
Yeah,
not
this
gonna lie.
dude race a lot. He
Yeah,
weigh
he be
way more
he
than
be
me.
outside.
Within the last year, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's a very good thing because
Yeah,
like you
but-
started off young.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. Most of the races were one off technicality.
Yeah, tech. So it's like
Off steps.
off
to be
steps.
honest.
You know what I mean? Like
But most of them, like, it's, in my opinion, it was like a karma. Like, you know, like they low key, like, you know, like they thought
try
like,
to G dub us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? We
yeah,
try to get
yeah.
G dub and then it back plays on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like.
You think a lot of that has to do with how young you guys are?
Um,
Or lack of experience?
new,
How,
yeah.
it's just we're like so not like we're new into the community because like I was born into this racing shit. Like my
Yeah.
dad has always been into the racing. Like he's always had his shop and he's always had cars, like multiple cars like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he had multiple cars working on them. So I just always had a thing for cars. So like just, you know what I'm saying? It was like that. So then I wasn't really known in the community like with the racing scene.
Mhm.
So like when we just popped out, everybody thought we was just some goofies that we didn't know what we were doing. You know what I mean? So like
Like, who these squares?
little they know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and they don't really take. I'm not gonna say because a lot of people think it's horsepower. Because like when people ask about my build after they see me racing faster cars,
Yeah.
they think, oh, like it's all about horsepower or what size turbo you have. It's not really all about that. It's really about like your suspension and how consistent your car could actually be. Like if you know your car could do a certain time, let's say 10.5,
Yeah.
and your car's consistently gonna do 10.5, 10.6, then you know what bracket you in. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what cars you can race. Now, if you get walked and then your car did exactly what it had to do, then you just know you lost to a faster car. That's all it
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
You can't feel bad about that, you know? But
Yeah.
That's a
it's
fact.
really
That's
all
like
it is.
that's like a good knowledge of like.
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm
gotta-
saying.
you
That's
gotta
the
know
first
how
way it was broken
fast-
down the right way because
Yeah.
a lot of people talk about. I mean, I don't think anybody who we've spoken to has said anything where it's like about horsepower mostly.
Yeah.
Mostly about the driver and the tuner, honestly, on the car.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then nowadays, like, we got these automatic cars, but like people like that drive stick and like been like the older heads, like my
Yeah.
father and stuff like that, like they would think like, oh, it don't take a driver, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
to drive one of these cars. That's completely false. Like these cars, like when you're on the line and you got $10,000 on the line, like that all comes into play. You know what I mean? Like you can't say like, oh, you're not nervous or. You know what I'm saying me differently. It's different with me. When I race, I don't feel none of that stuff. Like I don't feel no
Really?
It comes in
adrenaline rush, no
naturally,
pressure.
yeah.
This is just me, like
Yeah.
normal. Like you know what I mean. I
So you
was
don't get
just born-
nervous. You've never been nervous during a
Never,
race.
never. Like my first race, I was with the 540. I got the leave right with the RS3, a built
Yeah.
RS3. So I got the leave. So it was like a regular test pass. Like I didn't look at it as a race. It was just people there. There was a lot of cameras there, and that's it. But it didn't seem like a race to me. And then everything else after that was off the light, and it was same old. You know what I mean? Same old thing. You know what I'm saying? Just doing my thing.
So even like most of the time, even if you're not nervous then, what about like after? Like when you're going so fast, you don't get like jittery? You don't get those?
I feel fun.
You get a little bit of like adrenaline rush maybe.
Yeah.
The adrenaline rush is
Yeah.
definitely there,
Like the
but like
excitement, like oh
yeah,
shit, like
it's-
fuck.
I feel like when you're about to shift, like you like if you're like too excited, you might like shift late or like
or
early.
double shift. I've seen a lot of people double shift.
True.
Yeah, I won one of my races like that because he thought he was gapping me. He accidentally double shift, and I just came around him up top.
Yeah,
It's probably easier to lose a race than one of these things.
yeah, because you
If
just
mess, like if you're nervous, like it can go both ways. I think if you're shifting, you got a lot more mechanics going on. You got a clutch. You got
Nah, I honestly don't get nervous. Not anymore at the line. I just bump music, put the music.
yeah.
all the way up.
Nowadays,
why you running? You bump
Really?
music?
Yeah, nowadays
What?
we've been like it's just
Yeah.
like
Yo,
Like if you watch the
That's
YouTube
actually
videos
pretty-
or
with the when we
the
raced the Civic last, we were making fun of the guy like, yo, he's nervous, like you nervous, like
he was
Mr.
sweating.
Coco Melon, yeah, he was
sweating
sweating
in the car.
and it's just we got this little 18-year-old doing his thing, and you got 30-year-olds.
I was
We
dead
got him
ass-
on. We got the game on Smash
So,
right now. You know what
I was
mean? It's
bumping
like-
them bow while racing. At the line over here.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was playing Bobo Never Die, no cap.
Yeah.
So, this is against the Civic. Is
Yeah.
that a Fat Boy?
Yeah.
So,
That
well, might as well talk about that.
Yeah.
So, we actually watched that, right? We're actually gonna have Fat Boy on here. I think maybe tomorrow. Not sure if you're. Nah, not tomorrow because I not tomorrow. But yeah. So we watched the last one you did with him.
Yeah.
And he said he was reeling you in.
Hell no. I'm sorry. Nah.
He wasn't really.
So
If you see the comments, nah.
Well, let's start from the beginning. You know you were gonna win the race.
I
right?
didn't know. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. We and him, we went to a shootout with our chest popped out like Superman. No
Yeah.
cap. Went to a shootout and we were just talking mad shit. Like we popped out. We were like, yo.
It was just us two. And it was like a group of like Honda community guys.
There were
Like,
like 100
don't
of
get
them.
us wrong. We come from Hondas. Before I had the 540, I had an 800 horsepower Civic. A lot of people didn't know about. But it was for road racing or just getting around town. You know what I mean? It was just, you know what I mean, like a little build for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But
K series.
B series. It was B series. Benson block, fully sleeved, everything. It was
Damn.
car was ready to go for 1,000 horsepower, but car was just too fast that it was slow. If it kind of makes sense, it would just spin.
Yeah, it's not not usable. Yeah.
Yeah, so the only thing I would have to do is like probably like go all-wheel drive and stuff
Right.
like that. But I just wanted to go something new. You know what I mean? I was just chasing my father's roots at the time. So then I ended up, one of my boys, he ended up having a BMW, and basically what had happened was he just put a downpipe and a tune,
Yeah.
and his car as daily.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
He was like, yo, drive this thing real quick. So I'm like, I drive it. And then I get on it and shit. I'm like, whoa, this shit reacts for like a daily car. You know what I mean? It's a straight inline six. It's just, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was some slow ass fuck. Like I said, I come from Honda. So like I was with the Honda community shit. So all these new cars, they slow.
Yeah.
So then I ended up getting a 540 and shit like that. And then it was just up from there, you know?
You guys were at the shootout, right?
Yeah, we went to the shootout over there,
Okay.
and then the Honda community guys, they were just coming at us like, we got all types of cars for you. What you guys want to do?
Yeah,
and I'm like, they was trying to lock us in with cars that we couldn't even physically see.
Yeah,
They wouldn't even show us
just
the
lock
picture or
in, and then
anything,
we'll bring the car out at the line.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
And they
Shit
offered
like that.
me 3 in the leave with an all-wheel drive Civic, but on street tires. But the reason why like they offered me, because we went there with like, you know, trying to race any Civic that was in the shootout, because they all had like, I didn't care if they would have put their slicks on, but they all had like triple R.
All Triple A's, yeah, all Triple A's on.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like basically just like cars in his bracket. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we were trying to race, and
Yeah,
then
like Edison's
I
not
guess
a
they
good
just
road.
took it the wrong way. We was trying to make something happen. You know what I mean? And they took it the wrong way, and then they started coming.
And this
at us.
was Fat Boy was trying to.
Yeah, Fat Boy was there. He didn't have his slicks on, so that's why he wasn't.
honestly,
he
I
didn't
wasn't
want to
even-
race us.
I wasn't even like trying to race him at the time,
Yeah,
but I think he ended up racing Khalik, and I saw it, and I'm like, he's not pretty. Like his launch is not really there, and I know my launch is like dialed in, so I was like, I'll take the gamble, and like I just messaged him, and then I asked for a spot because I knew I needed it up top, but yeah, he gave me the spot, and then we just met up, and that's how it went.
Can you explain what a spot is when you say that?
Like you know, a card lane for the leave. So it's like, it's not like an advantage, but it's just something like a space that's needed in a race if the other car's faster.
So a lot of these races happen when you just reach out to them through Instagram, or sometimes it happen on the spot. Like
It happens on the spot sometimes, like in person. Like for the Khalik versus him, I actually locked it in at a car meet. He was there, and he was just talking mad shit. He said he'll race anything. So I just showed him a picture of the stock 240 from Google, and then he was like, I'll race it. He pulled up in the 240 and cracked him.
That's crazy. So so what were the steps for Fat Boy?
He gave me half a car off the light.
He gave you half a car.
Yeah, and then I got left lane. I had ready second. I had everything my way.
his tip was if a car, because we were racing on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We don't say names.
Yeah. It was in Mexico, but that road right there, there's a couple traffic that comes by in and out and shit like that. So
Right.
he was saying that if a car was to happen, something like that was to happen, if it affects the race, then we re-race. You know what I mean?
So I'm not gonna lie. After seeing all the comments, I actually think like he sent that car out, cause
You think so?
after that gap.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure. He could feel that way. You know what I'm saying? He's his own person. He could feel
But I'm gonna be
however he
honest,
wants to feel. But
If you really look at the video, the van really came in my way literally at the finish line.
What was he
at the
doing there?
finish line.
Like, so
I'm flashing him the whole way. Like I'm flashing the van, and then he didn't move till the end after I passed him. It makes no sense.
So that was there when you guys first took off,
No,
he was never there.
he came out of nowhere.
and then he just parked there.
No,
Nah, he
driving
just
slow.
pulled up, made the left, and then just basically got in his lane. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then obviously you see in the video where he crossed over, but he went right back to his left lane. So he gave him space to if anything was to happen. But in terms of steps, we go back to steps. If it affected the race, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what
I
he
did
said.
see
If
that,
it
yeah.
affected the race, it did not affect the race. You know what I'm saying? We were
Yeah,
3
'cause
cars
then
ahead of
he-
him.
Yeah.
And then basically the flagger, he was kind of saying like, oh, like it didn't affect the race, but it was stipped and stuff like that. So we ended up getting paid half of it. Still to this day, we think we should have got paid full because, you know what I mean, it didn't affect the race. So that was the whole part of the stip. So, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know, you can't argue with the flagger. The flagger got the last decision.
Yeah.
That's what they all agree on. You know what I mean?
That's
Everybody
respect.
agrees that flagger has the last decision and he's the one that holds the money. So we weren't trying to
Flagger was he was in the middle between it. I feel like he was pretty fair.
Yeah, he was being
Not with he was fair. It was pretty fair.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the same time, like me personally, from what I saw, did it affect the race? I don't think so. Was he reeling you in? I definitely don't think so. But I mean, based on the steps, that's the thing when it comes to steps. It's like if it's super literal to certain things, it's like you gotta like, oh, okay, well this is what we said. Like he crossed. If a car gets in the way, he can kind of run with that because the car technically did get in the way. But did it affect the race? No. So it's like you guys did mention that it's steps. So it's like technically you should just got paid.
You know what it is too. We're all in New York, so like everybody in New York has like somewhat of a hustle mentality like in them. So like it's like everybody's gonna argue. You know what I mean? Like people like I don't know if all around the world they're gonna say that they probably won't know because if they're not there, they don't know. But everybody argues. They could argue about a bunny or butterfly crossing the road. You know what I mean? And they're gonna make it an argument. You know what I mean? Everybody makes something an argument. But it's all it is because it's like people are racing for money. You know what I mean? And it's most of the times it's for big money because I feel like in New York everybody races for more money than anywhere else. You know what I mean? I feel like at least because
I think Cali's outside.
nah, I think bro, I think we probably New York got it because
What about Texas?
I'm not too sure.
Texas is a lot of shootouts in my opinion. Like, you really don't see a lot of like.
It's everything is different. You know what I mean? The way they flag and stuff like that, like the way we flag is like off the light, but like we got like certain seconds and stuff like that.
They do like
I feel like Texas is more like into roll racing.
Yeah, a lot of other states are heavy into road racing. Florida, Texas. Like I said before on the last episode, was like you break shit when you launch.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to just break a 2,000 horsepower or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too expensive for a street race to. You know, if you want to break, you break at the track, but not on the street. Like.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people road race here too, but like a lot of it is like what it always used to be. You know what I mean, everything is always digs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was not road racing is kind of like it's not new, but like kind of for New York is kind of new.
For New York, it's definitely new. I feel like New York, it's
because our roads are bruised. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like a lot of like you go out to Florida, the roads are different. You go to Texas, the roads are different. All those guys that be saying, "Oh, New York is sweet," and that come to our road where the roads are bruised and come race. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I see a lot of people from New York travel. I don't see those Florida people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't really come out here where the roads are bruised.
That's true though. I didn't think about that.
Not even that. I don't see no New Jersey guys coming out here.
Yeah, most of the times they bitching and moaning. They don't want to come out here, and we got to go out to them.
Yeah, but it does kind of where we at. It does kind of suck. The roads are
Yeah, but
they're bad out here. Like it's pretty bad.
There's only one road that I jack, and this is my backyard. Everybody says I never leave it, but that road's the best road. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad out here. Honestly, I probably wouldn't want to come out here either. But I mean, you wouldn't know if you don't. You know what I mean? Because I think Jersey has more real estate as well in terms of like space, especially with how they're set up over there.
Yeah.
Where we're at is kind of tough to even do anything without shit being in the way or a car jumping in front of whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
and the cops too. The cops is another thing too.
Oh yeah,
police.
forget about it. Now we got those. Now out here we have those sound they're not
Oh
sound
yeah, we
cameras.
got that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if your car's too loud, you get a ticket. They have those on, I think, the LIE.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
On the LIE.
On the LIE, yeah.
I feel my
Yeah, bro. I haven't. I think it's more out east, I believe, on the LIE.
Yeah, because
Damn, I didn't even know that.
My car's pretty loud. I did not know that.
Yeah, nah. I think they're doing it for the burble tunes and all the pops and bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is getting a little excessive. Huh?
And they're going to say anything to make money.
Yeah, they're going to make money no matter what.
Yeah.
But they don't fix the damn roads. They need to fix the damn roads. All these
Definitely.
damn potholes.
Nah.
So did you guys run it back? Because you guys are supposed to run it next day.
we are going to run it back one day, but, he said he needs to fix his ram.
Yeah, his car broke. Yeah, he said
I did
he
see
said his
that.
car
Yeah,
broke.
but honestly, in the stip, he said, the stips was if your car breaks after the light, the other person wins.
Yeah, you
So
have to pay.
technically,
automatically.
I won, but the stip cancels out the other stip. But literally, he would have never reeled me in because you could see him to the eighth, he literally broke. Once
Yeah,
he
you saw a whole
shifted,
bunch of
mad
Yeah.
flames
smoke
came
and,
out, and
dust
then
and shit.
smoke came out of his car.
Has he won any races yet?
Nah, he just he probably won 2 shootouts. I'm not gonna lie, but he's definitely the fastest car in most of them. But
Do we know who has the fastest hatch?
uh,
EG hatch?
probably
In New York.
probably the Bronx. I'm not gonna lie. The one I seen one.
I'm not too sure. In New
Yeah,
York
that's
right
a-
now
I
with
mean,
the
that's a
Civic.
lot of them.
Saul's shop or the Bronx.
No, I guess when I say fast, I don't, because it could be high horsepower, but he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, I've seen them work.
Yeah.
Out east, yeah.
I think back in the day I used to see a lot of Civics be out, but lately I haven't really seen any that dip. You know what I mean? Without spinning off the
Yeah,
line.
because a lot of racing right now has been modern cars. You know what
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of
modern
it.
cars, or if it's older cars, is mostly muscle cars. You know what I
Right.
mean? Those muscle cars, they work. They just proven. You know
Have
what I
you
mean?
guys run a Mustang at all?
I ran a Mustang.
He ran a Mustang. Yeah.
How was that?
The first time I didn't drive, I'm not gonna lie, I let somebody else drive, and he won. The launch was pretty shit, but the second time we went to the lab after that race,
Wait,
and then
why'd you let somebody race your car?
originally I wasn't even supposed to race. It was just I was actually going to go watch somebody else's race, and then his car messed up, so I wasn't in the mood to race. I was really tired, so I was like, yo.
Oh, you're like that. You just not,
Yeah, I was
not
like,
in the mood.
yo, you could drive if you want. You were supposed to race him originally.
Okay.
And then he drove it. He ended up driving the car against Max.
I always wonder why people let other people drive their cars. Sometimes, it seems like it's almost like the car is, well, it technically is, but the driver is just it could be anybody and they'll still say that this person won. You know what I'm saying?
My opinion, driver does make a difference.
No, it does. I'm saying, but if I drove or you drove, you still get the credit because it's your car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's is it even fair to have a different driver?
To some people that matters. To me, it don't matter because I believe in myself. So
Yeah.
when I've seen people back out of a race because they were gonna switch a driver.
That's what I mean. So
Like-
it's hold on, you didn't say you. I thought
Yeah.
you were driving.
Yeah, so I mean, it affects people, it bothers people, but to me, that would not bother me at all.
Does that have to be in the steps though? If you say, or does that happen? Let's say if you guys do steps and then it's you about to get in your car, be nah, I don't feel like driving. I'm gonna have this. Is that a common thing, or you guys decide that?
Sometimes
before?
it's through messages.
Through messages,
Yeah, a lot of stuff goes down with shit talking in the group chats and shit
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people would say, yeah, you honestly is nowadays is mainly you own that car, then you drive that car. You know what I mean? A lot of people think it's like that, but some people have other people drive, but that's I don't know, that's for different reasons, you know what I mean? So
I see that happen a lot. See it happen a lot. So how many times have you been in a situation where you haven't been paid after winning?
Nah.
No?
That would never happen to us.
That won't
Nah,
happen,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Why you say it like that?
We walk around with gangsters. They
Oh,
know the
yeah?
vibes. They know the vibes.
Yeah.
When we come outside, we don't come to looking for problems,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's a disrespect. You know what I mean? You bet that money, and then if we lose, we argue only the things we have to argue. There was
Right.
times where me and him have gotten into a fight and we lasted a week without talking, but he gotta know at the end of the day, like, bro, you lost. Like I told you, I'll be the one to tell you straight up. And he could feel the way like, yo, that you not my man for that. But I'm like, yo, bro, I'll be honest with you, like, it's all on camera. So like, you know what I mean? Like, if you sometimes you could look bad or whatever for like arguing something so petty. You know what I mean?
I mean, in the car community, I feel like it's very toxic when it's like you're arguing about like something that very irrelevant.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the things.
Come on, bro. Like it's a car. You lost.
Yeah.
Move on, bro. Like you take the L.
If there's money on the line, I could definitely understand why that would be a thing, though.
Yeah, but like if it's, I look at it as like, if you're betting, you gotta at least know that and tell your peoples that there's a possibility of losing, and that's where a lot of people nowadays they getting that all fucked up because they think, oh, this is guaranteed win because they know they got the faster car and they know they got the consistent car, but anything could happen. Like I said, you could double shift, your launch could be horrible, like anything could happen. You know what I mean, you could sleep on the light. The launch is everything in the race. You sleep on that light, you better hope you have a fast car. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have a fast car, you're never gonna see that man.
No, that's a fact.
Or that woman, because there's girls out here racing too. So,
which I haven't seen too often actually. That'd be dope. So you guys both have BMWs, right?
Yeah.
Little bug on my damn thing. You guys both have BMWs. Are you guys gonna stay on the BMW platform?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
I have, like I said, I have a 540. So my build is completely underestimated. Everybody looks at a 5 Series, they think luxury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't think it's a race car. But I made the car perform. You know what I mean? I made the car is what it is now.
I have a question. Out of all the cars that like B58, why the 540?
So when I bought the car, I didn't buy it thinking I was gonna race it. I bought it because I sold the EG, so I wanted something reliably I could drive every day. That had not a lot of power, just something decent. You know what I mean? That get me from a light to another light pretty quick. You know what I mean? Something like that. And then I don't know. I just ended up seeing races and stuff like that. A lot of people doing stuff, and then it's like I always said to myself, like, if you put your mind to something, you could always do it. So like, it don't even matter if you got a big ass boat. You can make that shit work. I seen pickup trucks go fast. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
Luca
like,
has his car. And like,
so I wasn't really like motivated by anybody because a lot of people say like 1Stock Dre, he's the one that put everybody onto B58. I didn't even know my car had a B58. So you know what I'm saying, I bought it. You know what I mean? I just,
when I bought my car, I thought it was 2JZ.
Yeah, so like it's just like.
Are you serious?
No, seriously, like that's what I thought.
Yeah, so like, it's like
You thought this car had a 2JZ in it?
I'm being that ass.
Wow. That's funny, yo.
You know what's funny? Somebody at Deadass asked me, I don't know where I was at. I think a gas station. He's like, "That's a 2JZ in there." I'm like, I just started laughing. I'm like,
What? So when did you find out that it wasn't a 2JZ?
When everybody started calling me, "Yo, you have a BMW, you have a BMW." I'm like, "No, it's not, bro." And then I popped the hood. It's not a 2JZ.
So you didn't,
this is fabricated. You're serious?
I'm being serious.
So you didn't pop the hood at the dealership?
That's what I'm saying. You didn't pop the.
Well,
actually, you don't really pop hoods at dealerships. I never really did that.
No, cause
when you buy a new car,
you don't
see, like,
even
a whole bunch of plastic
because it's all plastic.
cause I had a Kia Stinger before my Supra, so I wasn't I wasn't like into like car culture and stuff like that, but I was getting into it. And when I saw the Supra in the street, and I was like, damn, that's a nice car. So the next day I went to the dealership and I was like, yeah, I'll get the car, blah, blah, blah. And then we worked things out. And then the next day my cousin started calling me, yo, you have a BMW? And I was like, what? I have a BMW? And then, I popped the hood. And I was like, damn.
So, but just so you pop the hood doesn't mean that you think it's a BMW because it doesn't say BMW.
No, well, that's when I started looking on YouTube. I was like, damn, it has a BMW logos everywhere. And I started looking at it. I'm like,
yo, that's messed up, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's probably the best thing that ever happened because it's definitely the fastest car you've ever had.
True. Very true.
100%. So you guys both had B58s, right?
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? B58 or 2JZ?
I mean, I never I can't speak on 2JZ because I never had it, but my uncle's best friend, he had a 2JZ on an IS300, and he was making close to like 800, 900 horsepower, and the car would just be spin city. So like most of those 2JZs, they were rear wheel drive, but like they would be good for road racing. I mean, I know they're capable of really high horsepower, but you only really see them perform in road racing unless you go to the track. But out in the street where we are, because we don't got a track around here, so I mean everything we do is in the street. So honestly, I prefer a B58 because I just feel like it's more reliable, like so simple to me. Like I learned the platform pretty quick. You know what I mean? Like
it's not that difficult to. So you only need a downpipe and tune, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
A lot of the stuff.
It's mad cheap to make power on a B58 compared to 2JZ.
Yeah, so I mean it's a no brainer, but I mean there's old school cats that think differently. Which I mean everybody loves the iconic 2JZ sound.
Yeah, it's probably more.
It's a classic. You know what I'm saying? It'll never be there's disrespected, but
more parts in the market too for a B58.
Yeah.
Than a 2JZ.
At least now, now there is for sure. So how much power are you guys making? You think? You guys know? You guys have any idea? Or you guys on street? Yeah.
Give us an estimate.
I'll probably say like anywhere from like 650 to 690. I don't think I ever hit 700 in the car yet.
650 to 6. How much your car weigh?
4,000 pounds. 4,000.
Okay.
4,000 pounds. Wait, a 340 is what?
Yeah, so a lot of people got it confused with the 540. Everybody thinks it's a big boat. Yeah. But the whole car is aluminum. The roof, everything is aluminum on the car. So the car is pretty light. It's not light, but like for what the body looks like, it's light. You know what I mean? So
you take the seats out?
I take the front seats out. Yeah, I take the front seats out. I got a Kirky seat too. I got in the front.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't really look to take away a lot of weight. I just want the car to squat and go.
Yeah.
That's all I want the car to do. So it does what it has to do. It's all-wheel
drive, right?
Oh yeah, all-wheel drive.
Both are.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Me, probably like 500. Not gonna lie.
500?
Yeah, 500 horsepower.
So who's the fastest car you raced?
Fastest car?
Who is the fastest car? That's a good question.
I think if it really works, probably Fat Boy.
Yeah.
If it doesn't.
80, really?
Yeah, 80.
Really? If he can lay the power down.
Yeah, definitely Fat Boy.
I thought it was the Mustang.
Nah.
Mustang is naturally aspirated. It's an all-motor car.
Yeah.
It's just another one of those cars that is consistent and it works. You know what I mean? The car works.
His car works. That launch is crazy in that car.
Okay.
In what car? The
Mustang.
The Mustang?
You raced the Mustang.
Well, because it's power's there.
Yeah.
Ain't no spool up or anything.
They got a good transmission. That car got a good transmission on it too. So those things work.
And he had trans brake.
Yeah, that's another thing too. You got a trans brake. So
damn.
Once you let go of that button, that motherfucker's flying. So you know that. You know
he was
how that
right
goes.
there with me. Not
yeah, that car. That's the only car, not the only car, but like those kind of cars, they could 60-foot the shit out of all-wheel drive car on the street. I mean, if they set it up nice, you know what I mean? If they set it up nice, like I said, the suspension, air pressure, all that matters. The prep team, all depends how good you got the car working while you tested it, you know?
Facts.
I didn't come outside with my car till I tested it for like, how long I was testing my car for?
Since you knew me.
Yeah, basically. And it's like, and it was mainly because, I'm not gonna say I was the first one to do it, but like, I had to do I had to go through a lot of corners. I had to be like the test dummy, you know, kind of. Yeah. Because like the 5 Series and the 3 Series, it's the same thing, but it's not the same thing, kind of, like tuning wise. So like my tuner was just going through like so much shit like to tune my car, and then it was like, yo, your fueling is not right here, and a whole bunch of other shit. So I had to ended up getting a low pressure fuel pump when I didn't really need one. Like he ain't needed a low pressure fuel pump, but I needed it because something on the tuning wasn't right. So, right. I mean, it was like I met a lot of dead ends and then had to go through shit to be able to be where I'm at now.
Are you guys on what software you guys on? Are you guys MHD?
MHD. We're custom tuned by Motive. Chris Motive, yeah. So yeah, he tuned our cars.
So what's next for your cars? Like, what do you guys He's got a smirk on his face. He's like, yeah.
I'm in the process of painting my car. So I'm painting my car right now, and honestly, I just been hitting up some companies trying to see who's trying to work. When I raced the 1Stock Corvette.
Yeah.
That shit went pretty viral. So like,
Yeah.
Once they started seeing that, like everybody thought I was gonna lose. You know what I mean, I knew I was gonna win, just because I got that heart in me. You know what I mean? It's just I just had that confidence in me that night.
I felt like you had an advantage of where we were racing.
Yeah, I mean we went to his spot where he told me he wanted to race first, and we ended up getting a little chase there. Yeah. So we had to get away and then lay low for a little bit and then figure out another spot. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like I said, it's New York, man. It's hard to get shit going over here because if it's either traffic, police, spots, you know what I mean? It's just so much shit. So
what was the pot on that one?
So what was that pot like? It was like 4,000, I think it was.
Not more, probably like 5, I think.
I don't remember. I think it was either 4 or 5. It wasn't something crazy. Yeah. The thing is, I had a lot of people with me that day, but once they saw the car that I was racing, a lot of people was like, "Shit, like you racing? This is what you're really racing?" So then, a lot of people were saying they were gonna put in 600 in the pot and then brought it back down to 100. So like, I mean, that shit started like making me feel like, damn, like I don't got nobody believing in me. So I'm like, yo, maybe I shouldn't put in that much money. I had $7,000 in my pocket that day, ready to bet. But, and everybody was like, nah, like I don't know, that's a fast car, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like a lot of the things is like too, like a lot of people think one stock when they race, they don't lose. That's what a lot of people think. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't believe in that shit. I believe in like I want that shit more than anybody else. So like
facts.
You know what I mean, I put my mind to it and make the car work.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Toretto.
Yo, this guy, bro.
He's just like
I was not expecting. This guy's like a Fast and the Furious fanboy. We should get you like a pillow or something with all the characters or something, bro. This he plays the music. You heard him. He was playing that shit earlier. Fast and the Furious Tokyo. Was it Tokyo Drift he was playing or something like that?
Nah, it was what's his name? Pitbull.
He literally uses that song for every single story post. Yeah. Literally. I guess he kind of reminds me of him. Yeah. He kind of looks like him too. Yeah. Yeah. Like what? This is so random.
You know, it came from like.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like
he came from like building a car, this and that. Now he's street racing.
I think that's most people's
a lot of people don't know. I came from stance first. Like I was bagging my cars. Yeah, I was bagging my cars with some fancy wheels on there. I wasn't really into like speed like that because not because I was into it. It was just my mom. Like my mom is always like she always feared that because my dad was always doing that shit before me. You know what I mean? So like he came across a couple issues. It's just part of the game. You know what I mean? So she just didn't want me going fast and shit. But like now, you know what I'm saying? You do whatever you want. You a man. You work for your own shit. You can do whatever you want. So
I don't think you even answered what's next for your car.
My car? Damn, I think honestly, I want to paint it too. Like I just want to do like one of one color. I was thinking like like an orange or like a yellow, bright yellow, because you never see like F30s in that color. But honestly, I think I might just keep it blue because like the color's fire.
I like the blue.
Yeah, and I'm just probably gonna paint the calipers.
Yeah, I like that blue. Reminds me.
Looking for sponsors, man. Companies that want to work with us. Try to make the car faster.
I need a turbo, like no cap.
Yeah.
So. We talked about that too. So like with sponsors, like sometimes companies will want you to spend money with them first and then prove yourself. Yeah. And then when you do your next setup or your next build, then they'll be like, yo, you want to upgrade your turbo? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like what happened with 1Stock too. I feel like with his first build, they started selling stuff.
It's a business, so I look at it the same way as they do. So I understand, like they gotta see like a big following. You gotta have a big following first of all.
Facts.
And you gotta be consistent on your social media. So like you're gonna have to make other people want what you have. Like Hezzy right now, like Hezzy got his M340. Nobody really had an M340 out, and that car is pretty heavy. That's a big car.
It's about the same weight as your car.
It's literally the same thing as me. So it's like everybody's seen that car work, and people, you know what I'm saying? Like people are actually gonna buy the shit that he has on his car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they think they know is proven. You know what I mean? The car works. So
I never heard of Big Boost until I guess Dave started running that. Because before, back in the day, it was like Garrett, Borg Warner, Precision.
Yeah.
Anything other than that, all these other turbos they got now, is like I didn't even hear about them, because anything other than that was always like, I'm not messing with that shit because it's probably some eBay nonsense, probably gonna blow up, the housing's gonna crack or blow up or something like that. But yeah, they actually definitely put a name on for Big Boost kits for sure. I think, at least, because I never heard of that back in the day.
I mean, I never really heard about because like I said, I come from Honda, so like we had all types of turbos, but I didn't know. When somebody told me, yo, you should slap a hybrid turbo, and you're going, what the fuck is a hybrid turbo? I didn't know what the fuck that was. But it was just like basically the same concept as the stock turbo, same manifold, it's just a bigger core, you know what I mean, on the turbo. So really what it was. And
yeah, I went through this because I literally did a lot of research when I had my car. I feel like I talk about my car in every maybe I should just buy an S2000 again. So I feel like I should. Problem is those prices are crazy now, like 30, 40K. Yeah, I had three of them. Yeah, three of them.
It was my father's, and we hooked it up. It was a shop car. It was a shop car. It was a shop. We painted it a custom color. I ended up crashing it.
Same.
Some girl got in my way, came in last minute. Car didn't have no brakes for that. You know what I'm saying? It was just a regular stock S2000.
Girls can't drive, man.
But yeah, some female. She was actually under the influence and shit. So.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
That's like similar to my story, minus the girl. But that car, man, it made some power, but it definitely not one to play with when it's making power on that car.
Nah, yeah,
it's
that
fun
car,
though.
Yeah, that car is. It's light, and it's just inside. It's scary because when I crashed, bro, I was nervous. I'm like, yo, are my legs working still? It's just so tight in there. Like it's really tight. You know what I mean?
It is. It's a small car, but that's actually the reason why I have my Supra today. Similar to your story. Having that car and getting in this one was like, it wasn't a big difference because I was boosted, but it just had a similar feel. So coming from the Honda game, I feel like people who are trying to get into, I feel like people from Honda to BMW, it's just like something makes them want to keep the car. Maybe it's the power. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's just like,
I mean, it's just like once you buy the car from the dealership or wherever you buy your car from, you buy your car from the street, but like once you add that little downpipe and a tune, that just changes the whole game.
That's what happened to me,
that
bro.
just opens, you know what I mean, levels to different things. So like once you see your car is capable of gaining even 100 horsepower, because there's cars where you add a downpipe and a tune and you add a little bit of E in there, you gain 100 horsepower easily. And I mean that's what it took for me. I just went on the E40 tune, and that right there was like, oh shit, this car can make power. Difference. Like I seen my car like a stock car, you know what I mean, doing almost like 10 seconds. That was like 11 ones, 11 twos. So doing almost 10 seconds was crazy to me. Like I don't think my Civic was doing that, and I spent tons of money on my car. So I was like, shit. Ever since then, it's been up. You know what I mean? So
facts. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, honestly, I wanted a sponsorship when I was younger, like 17. Like, imagine like a company saying like, yo, we got a 17-year-old like outside like racing with our shit, and he's actually like killing it. Like, honestly, I wanted a sponsorship there.
Never give up. You know, never give up on stuff like that.
I mean, I don't. Nowadays, I don't think like your following got to be too crazy, but like your car gotta perform.
There's gotta be proven. I feel like there's gotta be a reason on why they sponsor you. But then you got it's all about social media nowadays.
Yeah, so. You'd be surprised though. So I don't really talk. I mean, I guess I do talk about my sponsors, but it's really not. Sponsors aren't exactly what people think they are.
Yeah.
So my goal that's the Supra, right? So I got that car. I bought all the parts for it. A lot of stuff was like early on sponsorships, but through like shops. Yeah. So I film. So if you film or if you have something you could offer some of these companies, then they'll most likely be willing to work with you. So sometimes you could just reach out, send an email, send a photo of your car, send some videos, and that's enough for them to be like, okay, we'll give you a sponsorship. But most people think a sponsorship sometimes is like the company's going to give you free shit, and it's not.
It costs the company some money.
It costs. But think about it. It's like if you're making T-shirts, and T-shirts is a bad example because the cost of those is so little. But like, let's say if you're making a kit or a lip for your car, and that lip is a tedious manufacturing process, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of fucking money to manufacture that.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna give that away to somebody? Just be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So it's gotta make sense. So the people who get sponsorships are like big YouTubers, like with millions of subs, because at that point it's like they know everybody's gonna be watching. They have more eyes on those people. But even a partial sponsorship, like even if you get 25% off, that's still considered a sponsorship because you're getting something that the
other
company,
people gotta pay full
yeah.
price
So it's
for,
like the company's taking a hit to give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? As long as you put the badge on their car, on your car, or whatever it is, then you know it's still considered a sponsorship. So I think you guys, like with what you guys have done, you could definitely get a sponsorship for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I reached out to a couple of companies. I'm just really trying to, for my setup, trying to put everything together how I want it to be.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's like, it's not all about the horsepower. It's just what setup works. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure out right now. And I've hit up a couple of companies and I've gotten people shut doors in my face, and that's normal. You know what I mean? I know that's
really,
it's normal to happen, because you tell anybody that all these companies, they mainly focus on Supras and 340s or 440s. You know what I mean? Or the 2 Series, the 240. The 240 is pretty light, so they all focus on that. So when I come and ask them 540, they think, who the fuck is this? Like, what are you gonna do with a 540? Like, get that shit out of here. So it's like, you know what I mean? People shut doors on me, but there's other spots where like I tell them, yo, listen, this is what the car has done. This is what the car is capable of doing, and this is what the car has now. And they're like, oh, yeah, you're doing that? All right, so here's 15% off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if this doesn't work for you, I will refund you, and then there'll be like a 3% processing fee or some shit like that. But, yeah, I've gotten companies that will really, like, they're willing to work.
Right.
But not, like, in the aspect as in, like, they're going to give you something for free, you know what I mean? They're not going to give you something for free.
It's hard
like,
to get shit for free, bro. It
yeah,
is.
Like, I feel like only like the big guys, like with the big followings and actually been like known in the racing scene for multiple years, they have a better chance at that than us, for a fact. We know that. That's not, you know what I mean?
That's a fact, and we spoke about that yesterday too. When you spend the money, you gotta put the money in first, and then when they see at that point, they'll be like, oh, because then it's like if your car breaks a record and you have their kit on it, it's like, oh, we want to sponsor you. Yeah. At that point, you've already spent like 80 bands or something like that, some outrageous amount of money, and they're going to be like, okay, well, you already spent money, so we'll just send you we'll send you a new turbo, because you broke records with our kit. So it only makes sense. Like, if it was me and I was the owner of the company, I'd do the same thing. I'm like, yo, that's my kit.
I actually emailed a company that I got my turbo kit from, and I'm not going to say which turbo it is because of what they said to me. I broke a record with my car. With like the chassis on that, the 5 Series. I was at one point, I was the fastest one in the world.
Oh, so, shit. Damn.
I just never posted it, you know what I mean? I've been street racing, so like I know like I could recover some of my money back with the street racing and have some fun, you know what I mean? But like I told him, I broke records and I did everything, and he didn't even respond. And I bought that kit off of him and everything too. So like I'm like,
I feel like doing street racing, and then after that you start doing going to like a track and stuff like that.
But not necessarily everything got to be on a track, because we got draggy now. So like you don't got to really go on the track to see times anymore. Like you can see it on the draggy, and then people like be like, oh shit, this dude is doing that. Like you don't even have to post the video of the draggy. You can just post the screenshot and everything that your car did, and people are gonna like be like, oh shit, that's impressive. You know what I mean? So
that's it. And the company's probably DM you, but like they're probably getting the comments, be like, oh, we got to get you this. But then when you reach out to them and be like, oh, it's gonna cost you this, I'll give you a little discount or whatever it is. That technically is a sponsorship though. Yeah. So I mean,
anything that like, let's say everybody else has to pay a normal price, and then I get a discount, whether it be $100 or $500 to $1,000. I mean, if it's a discount, I consider it a sponsor. You know I think me a favor.
I think a lot of people don't realize also is that like, it's with car parts, there's a lot of people who nobody really pays retail unless you're going on the website without speaking to anybody. You just go on the website and buying retail. Mm-hmm. But like majority of the time when we're buying car parts, we want to get a deal. So we're going to reach out and DM, and then we're going to have a little exchange. At that point, they may offer you like 10%. 10%, yeah. So it's like I feel like nobody's really selling retail, and the only people who are buying at that are the people who just, I want to order this, like type it in.
Yeah, like I feel like when we first started, like downpipe, I ain't getting a discount on downpipe. You gotta buy that downpipe, boy. You gotta buy that shit.
You got for free?
Yeah, I got my downpipe for free.
That was your different story. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, downpipes are cheap though. But you spend $280. I spent $300 on
I've
mine.
been to 3 of them. That's why. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How?
Alibaba downpipes, bro.
Yeah, my first one just
You're bad with a downpipe?
the whole exhaust just fell out with the downpipe. It cracked in half. The downpipe cracked in half, and the exhaust fell.
What kind of? What are you getting? What kind of?
It was an Alibaba special.
Yeah, it was an Alibaba.
Oh, you can't put those in your car, bro.
That's why it was free. Nah, I put in pain. Not gonna lie, but one day I just went through a bump, and all I heard was like something like broke.
Yeah, and it was rattling.
And it was just
scraping.
dead as the whole exhaust was on the floor. The downpipe in half.
Oh my god.
Nah, bro. I mean, I hope that doesn't happen.
Man, I got a new downpipe the next day. Next day shipping.
It's next day shipping. What's your next car? Like, if I gave you guys right now $100,000, what would you go buy? And that's not even enough money, honestly.
G80.
Right now,
M3, G80, M3.
G80. Can you even get one for $100K?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Like a fully, the highest spec.
Like a used one.
Yeah, used one. A used one.
What are we in? What year are we in with this? We're 2 years in. Or one?
2 years,
2
yeah.
years.
2 years in with the
21,
G80.
Yeah.
And you can get a sofa. Okay, 100,000. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. That car when it first came out,
Probably 140.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that 140.
It
bro.
would be that or M5 comp.
M5 comp. It's
Yeah,
fire.
that's probably like one of the fastest cars in production.
So BMW, you're BMW at heart. That's-
No. That's just because it's a 100K budget. But if you give me like another 100K,
all right, so
Talking
let's say 200K because 100K is it's tough. That's a good question.
911.
911.
Yeah, Turbo S.
Turbo S. That's like everybody's car.
That's my car.
Yeah, it's everybody's car, bro.
Turbo S.
The Turbo S. What about you, Jay?
I'm going with a McLaren.
McLaren? Which one?
Shit, I'll take the cheapest one, bro. I'll take the cheapest.
You don't want to do that with a McLaren.
I'll take the 600.
The six?
The
Nah,
600,
man.
The 720. The 720 is really my dream car. If we're really gonna talk about that, like. Yeah,
Do you like the 765?
LT now.
Yeah.
Bro, that car is that's a monster. That car is, bro. Those cars, those cars run stock. I think a 720 runs like low nines.
But I like for a car like that, like I wouldn't look at it as like
I'm
racing.
sorry, a 765. 765.
Wow.
Low, nice.
But I wouldn't race that car.
A 765.
A
Look it up, babe. 765.
765.
Quarter mile.
I don't think I've seen that.
A 765 quarter mile.
Wait, a G80. What can it do in a quarter mile? Stop.
I think the 720 to 10. A G80 does what?
11 stock, but get the right tire setup.
Okay.
Right tire setup, and just probably like a downpipe tune. And it definitely do 10s.
Do you like the way those cars sound? You like the G80s?
Nah, honestly, I like the way it sounds stock. Once you do like some freak,
765? 9s. High
Wow.
nines.
High
Sorry.
nines. Yeah, but
Low
once you do
9s.
like a-
Crazy, right? You imagine?
Yeah.
once you do like a little freak tune on the G80 and you do burble, that shit sounds disgusting. But
Yeah.
I think stock it sounds good in my opinion.
Yeah.
Downpipe tune.
What's the name? That black one, the black G80, bro. There's a video that blew up on TikTok. It was whose shop was it,
Oh, Empire House.
bro? That shit sounded crazy.
Yeah, single turbo. That shit sounds amazing.
That's the best G80 I've ever heard
Has
on this
Boost
planet.
Logic, no?
Is it Boost Logic or wait, what company?
Yeah, I think it is Boost Logic. I think
I'm
it
not
was
so
Boost-
sure.
Single turbo?
Single turbo, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit sounded crazy. I don't even know if I saved the video. I actually reposted it on accident because I was trying to I don't know. I think I must try to save it or something. But yo, that car sounds wild.
Yeah.
Like I literally don't like the way that car sounds. You spend all that money for the G80 and it's like, I feel like it just sounds great. The B58 still to me is the best sounding BMW, but that one right
I think
there,
N55.
the N55, those sound good too. But it's rare that I hear like one that's like, oh, that shit sound crazy.
Yeah.
So what about you? 200K.
Yeah, I'm definitely still going with the McLaren.
I'm sorry, 100,000. 100K.
100,000? Shit. I'm still putting that 100,000 on the McLaren.
McLaren?
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out the rest, but
He's taking
a McLaren, bro.
Why do you like McLaren so much?
I just feel like it's just the style of the car. Like it's actually like a nice car. Like
yeah.
To me, in my opinion, you know what I mean, I like the look of it. It's an exotic car. You know what I mean? Because I've driven GTRs and shit like that, but like it's considered an exotic, but to me it doesn't feel like an exotic. You know what I mean? So like I feel like the next step above that would be like a McLaren, Ferrari, Lamborghini. But
what about an R8?
R8, I still feel like it's not an exotic.
Simple.
It's not exotic to me.
No, bro, that interior is fire though.
Oh no, the interior. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's still a fire car, like interior wise and everything, and it's still considered an exotic. But to me, it's like something like you really don't see every day. I mean, yeah, obviously you're not gonna see an R8 every day, but it's like you could see an R8 before you see a McLaren on the street. I mean, I think.
No, that's a fact. I think GTRs are cool, but for what you're paying for those cars, I feel like you're getting a rattle can. Like those cars, they just at least the one I drove.
It's
and the
overrated.
transmission, it's over. I don't want to say it's overrated.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. When you're gonna, you just gotta pull into a parking spot. You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean they're fast cars. They're very expensive, but
Very expensive.
I feel like I don't know, man. The Supra. I've always loved manual cars because coming from S2002, but the Supra transmission, bro, automatic is just like I don't feel like there's nothing like it besides a Porsche. But that GTR transmission, bro, that shit was clunky as hell to me.
Yeah.
It was clunky to me. It wasn't like the Supra transmission at all. Huh?
It shakes when you put it from reverse to drive.
What the the GTR,
like,
right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
it
it's clunky.
It kind of just like it's almost like a manual car where like if you dump the clutch a little bit too much, it just throws you back and shit. So
nah, it's not responsive. Like this shit, I don't know, man. This is probably like the best car I've had. It is to me personally. But I mean, we already know it's your best car.
Yeah. So far.
So what's your next race?
My next race, I don't know when the car come out, but it's free smoke for everybody. Like anybody could get it.
When's your car coming back?
My car should be back. I don't know, maybe end of the summer.
Any call outs? Anybody you calling out? First race?
Calling out the same nigga.
What you going on? I'll let you talk.
There's people who are gonna be watching, man.
Silver Bullet.
We
have a list actually. I have the list actually. Hold up.
Oh, you got a list?
Yeah.
Yo, they came prepared.
He got it out.
Wait, you gotta make sure that camera.
Yo, Chucky got it out. He got it out.
Yo.
All right, we got a.
Should I put the brightness down?
Nah, you good. You can, baby. Don't mess with
Right,
it.
so
It's good.
we got the 540 kill list.
Oh yeah, we got to kill this too.
Oh damn.
Right, so we got the baby Supra from 1Stock.
Yeah, that's
baby Supra.
that shit is definitely gonna get packed up.
We got Kai.
He said
Kai
packed up.
Rerun, the Corvette.
No, this is you, right?
No, this is his.
Oh, okay.
This is his kill list. The 540. Right, we got Wagner from New Jersey.
Okay.
M340.
G80, right?
Nah, M340. Wagner.
Well, he hasn't been racing.
His car's outside though.
Okay.
We got the Blue 340 from Scramble. That.
Oh yeah. That's the only. I forgot about that. We could talk about that. That's the only race that I technically lost.
Yeah.
But I'll send you guys a video if you want to see.
Yeah.
That I only lost because I let off, but I was in front of the kid by like 2 or 3 cars, and I let off because my IATs were like spiking to the point where I could blow something, and I was like, yo, I'm not gonna blow my car for a $300 race. The kid was looking for me all over saying, oh, let's race this day. I wasn't really paying attention. I was leaving. I was gonna go ready to go home, and I was like, yo, bro, you want to do something? We could do something in the street. And he's like, nah, I'm not from here. I don't do that street racing shit. We had a track. We're here. So yeah. Oh yeah, my boy Hezzy. He said my car got the car in the leave or something like that.
Car in the leave.
Yeah, I expect you to keep that same energy.
Oh, calling out.
Y'all the first ones talking hot, man.
I love this.
Damn, I should have started with this.
Yeah.
I'll fry Khalik myself, if anything.
Oh yeah. His car. We got his car for Khalik. We don't even gotta bring my shit out.
You got anybody who want to call out? Jim?
Me, Silver Bullet.
Yeah, Silver Bullet.
I want the same time as him.
You never raced him.
I'm gonna race him soon, probably next week.
But
Next week?
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta be there, bro.
Yeah,
We just had him last week, right? He was here. Yo, super cool kid though, man. He's
he's humble. Yeah, it's humble. Like I said,
super cool kid.
This is all like we like besides like outside the car scene, we're all friends. Like I always say it, we're all friends.
Nah, 100%.
All you niggas is my ops. Outside, like when it comes to this car shit, all you niggas is my ops. None of you niggas is my friends. I hate all you niggas to the fuck all you niggas when it comes to this car shit.
Yo,
oh man,
so,
props.
Where was this energy before, bro? For the whole hour,
man, y'all just started getting a little hyped up with all the call outs and shit.
Damn. Okay. Well, damn. I should have started with the call outs. So now we know for next time we're gonna start with call outs because yeah, it got a little spicy there. So out of that whole list, who's gonna give you a run for your money? You think?
Hezzy probably.
Hezzy, you think?
Yeah, I think Hezzy. That's gonna.
I mean, I don't know. I got some other people we ain't put up in there too.
Who?
Wait, let me see that list again. Let me see that list again.
Hezzy is definitely one I would definitely think that.
Oh yeah.
You want? I'm gonna just write it. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, if my boy Pepper want to give me a spot, I'll do that too.
What?
Oh, Pepper.
Now this is with the new build, right? Not with your current build.
Yeah, the red TTRS definitely. Any fucking day. That nigga's chatting. I don't know what he's talking about. He's been talking a lot of crazy. 1Stock's brother, Dre's brother. Yeah, he's.
I'd never seen that car race yet.
Yeah, every time I raced, that shit was junk.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit always blocked at the line.
So.
Yeah, those cars are expensive.
Who else we spoke about?
Me, I want to race John from Connecticut.
Oh yeah, that Camaro. Yeah, you definitely got to race him. You was talking mad shit about when I raced the Corvette.
So are you racing similar builds because your car's like you doing like.
I got a little more goodies than him. You know what I mean? It's just his car is just really like consistent and it just really works on a simple setup. You know what I mean?
How do you guys practice your launches and stuff like that? What's your technique for that?
Honestly,
most of the times we're like really local, so like we'll just shoot out there one night. Our tuner sends us a map, and we just do the same thing. You know what I mean? The car works. Our tuner, like, he really makes our car perform. You know what I mean? Like, the car is really consistent. Always does the same thing. So that's really what it is.
You guys use stoplights at all?
Stoplights?
Yeah, it's to reaction time to practice your reaction time.
No.
Yeah, we just literally like.
Yeah, sometimes like if we go testing together,
that's sometimes, but like.
Do I say stoplights? I meant traffic lights.
Traffic lights.
That's the only one I said stoplights.
Yeah. So like it's like that's all natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's common sense.
Yeah, it's just all natural.
As soon as you flash, just go.
I mean, some people's reaction. I don't know. Some people be sleeping.
Yeah,
I like. Yeah, some people sleep. Yeah, I know, but that's just how. I don't know. That's just people.
Yeah, for me, I like I like to practice on the traffic lights.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. We had Flacco say he practices on video games. I'm not sure how that works. He said Call of Duty. I was like, how does that even? He said, nah, it does help. He was that ass. Like,
yeah, he was.
Yeah, I mean, it can, but like you gotta remember, like that's your fingers. Like
that's what I'm saying.
If you have a trans brake, then yeah, maybe if you could press, you let go of that button, okay. Yeah. But like we got our foot, so like we gotta lift this shit up. Quick.
Yeah, I just learned how to launch my car. Like at first, I wasn't the best.
You just learned how to launch your car?
Yeah, like recently, like after I learned, I never lost a race.
Yeah, it's really what it takes, practice. You know what I mean? Because you could launch the car and you think the car is doing the same thing, but once you look at your dragging, you look at your logs, the car's really not doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like cars are really different. You know?
Yeah, because like when I hop in his car like launches too hard. Like I launch his car too hard, so like I gotta, you know what I mean? I don't really test too much on his car, but when I've launched his car launches way too hard for me. But when he launches it, he goes a little easier. So like,
you got some tires,
and then it's just like his car like works more like when he drives it.
Yeah, it's all-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
So man,
it's just
sometimes people don't understand. Like holding boost for like you hold boost for a second more or a second less, that's gonna affect. It's not always the same unless you got a launch control, but we don't have launch control.
Right.
I mean, because we're obviously custom tuned, but we don't have launch control. You know what I mean? So.
I saw in the comments a lot of people with the creeping and all that stuff, like to fix that, why don't we just get like a line lock kit or something like that?
Nah, it's really a lot of people, bro. Not a lot of people. It's just some people be nervous, I guess, because like a lot of these guys, when they go test, they don't creep. But when they're on the line for that bag, they creep. You know what I mean? So like that shit happens sometimes. It's just sometimes you gotta just pump your brakes. You can pump your brakes. That's a trick. Not a trick, but like just common sense. You pump your brakes, shit's gonna lock.
Well, don't you just like make sure you're not gonna let off at it a little bit?
Nah, I actually lost the race because we waited at the spot for so long. I put the seat all the way back. I was just chilling, laying down. And we went to the line, and the brake pedal was too far. When I was launching,
Yo, you was trying to race like
the brake pedal was way too far. Man. And then I'm like, yo, why is it's getting a little bit too far? And then I creep, not gonna lie. But now I just got used to like the seat's mad close, and I'm literally like no weird shit. I'm standing while launching. Like,
you gotta, because now when you in a race, you gotta make sure that fucking brake is always there.
Yeah.
Like your accelerator could be different, but your brake gotta always be there tight.
Now I have a question. When you racing, right? After you do the launch, do you have it on manual or do you have it?
Nah,
I always launch my car in manual. Well, I always race in manual.
Right. But after you do the launch on manual, do you put it back on automatic?
I don't know.
Yeah, I always shift.
Some people like to put it on automatic right away.
So it all depends how your car is tuned, honestly.
Okay.
But I always shift on everything now. I always shift. So same thing with his car.
It depends. Like honestly, if you're winning like by a gap, I'll just triple shift. Like I don't really care. I'll just
like when I raced 1Stock's Corvette, I actually let off on that race. Like I was dancing with the pedal, bro. Like I was literally like playing with the gas towards the end.
Shit.
So, like, a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that because the car wasn't loud. Like you only heard the Corvette. Like that shit was fucking loud. So like
when
you didn't really hear my car.
When you come back outside, would you want to do a rematch with him again?
Yeah, I could give him a rerun. Yeah, I give him a rerun.
I heard he's on some crazy shit, but fuck it.
Heads up.
Yeah, we run a lot of the things is really gonna be heads up unless it's like a no brainer that I really need a spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Hezzy, right?
Yeah, like Hezzy is a no brainer. That motherfucker 8-second car.
What about Pepper?
Yeah, definitely in this spot.
They pretty much the same setup.
Yeah.
But Pepper's. I mean, in my opinion, Pepper's always gonna be faster. He got a super, bro. If that car launches right, forget about it.
But a 540 beating that, bro,
it's gonna be hard, yeah, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
But like,
no, I'm just saying, like, it'd be wild if you like, you know what I'm saying? If you say, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna beat him, then shit, that's gonna be wild. 540.
No, I mean, it's really like you gotta take risks sometimes, you know what I mean? Because like I look at it, he's a rear wheel drive car, so like anything can happen. I don't want to win off technicality, but that's street racing, you know what I mean? So you know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
If you spin, that's on you. So
I'm
not always looking to win off of the faster car because I already know I don't have the faster car.
Right.
I mean, so
which is even more respect, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be a sad day, but who knows? I mean, a lot of the comments,
nobody thought I was gonna put that kind of a gap on the Corvette. Yeah, he spun.
Yeah.
But he got back on it.
He got back on it. Yeah, his car was not pulling nowhere. That shit wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Yeah, I was at the at that race. I was at the dead end. I mean, not the dead end.
Yeah, you was up top. Yeah,
the finish line. Yeah, and I was like, damn, that Corvette's like coming at you. I was like, damn, like he's coming.
But I was already by the time you kind of like noticed it.
He was ready to let off.
By the time you was noticing it, I was already playing with the throttle. Like I seen your car from a distance already when I was playing with the throttle. Like I'll show you the video.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
I got the draggy video inside. You see it. You hear his car pass by crazy.
Y'all be having fun, man. Y'all be blasting music. Like y'all be doing a lot. Like,
I have drag videos of me blasting music at the line. No cap. Like, I'm
crazy. What music were you playing when you were racing Fat Boy?
Oh,
I was playing
Bobo de Verdad. Bobo de Verdad.
Oh, you gotta send us. You gotta send us.
I actually have a video from the outside. You can like hear the music like when I'm about to launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that music.
We were low key because we thought he was gonna lose.
Yeah.
But it was like, yo, let's get into this guy's head.
Yeah, that was actually our plan.
You play sports. You know, you play sports. You get into somebody's head and they get mad or whatever, and they could fuck up. He could fuck up more because. One of his cars are front wheel drive, so he got the ability to spin. He's a stick shift car too, so like
There's a lot of factors. He's fighting against a lot.
Yeah,
Just
so,
off
like,
just off the line. So
he
I
did
could definitely
once
see
he
that.
did his burnout and he was coming in reverse. I'm over here laughing at him. I'm like, yo, bro, you about to lose? Like, you nervous? I see you nervous. And he started. You see the sweat coming down his guy's head and shit. So I'm like, damn, that shit really works. I'm like, yeah, that shit really works.
Everybody was laughing
Because they started checking the car, started checking tire pressure and everything right after that. So.
But you guys knew the car was faster than his car.
Yeah, no, we always race cars. We always
Yeah.
race cars that we know are faster than our cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a gamble. Like I
Yeah.
could show text messages where I'm like, yo, like
Same thing with Kai. Like with his Corvette, like a lot of people thought I was gonna lose. I thought I was the only one that was like. I woke up that day. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna try to lock in with. I told you, I'm gonna lock in with somebody. Yo, watch.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, and I'm gonna win. I told him straight up.
Supposedly, according to his brother, he was waiting in his room all day, just like, yo, I'm about to race tonight. I'm about to crack him.
You're doing too much.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie though, Junior. You made me some money when you were racing. Like most of your race actually. I put up some pot
Yeah,
and I made some little money.
it's not like I pick and choose. It's just like I just like wait. Like I see anybody like talking shit or like talking hard on the internet. I'll swipe.
He kind of backs out a lot of the races. We gonna be honest. He kind of back. I motivate him. I'm like, yo, bro, fuck it. Like, let's race. Like,
Yeah, he's the one that
I
be like,
mean,
yo,
like,
like
a lot of these
fuck it.
people, like, they're more nervous than you, and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Cause if let's say you got a 1,000 horsepower car and I got a 700, 600 horsepower 540,
Yeah.
and now I'm telling you, yo, let's race. Now you're gonna feel some type of way, cause like, why the fuck is a 540 asking me to race? You know I'll fuck him up, and
Yeah.
I know I have a faster car, so why would he ask me to race?
Mind games.
So like now,
Mind games
you know what
start.
I mean? You're a little worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what Silver was saying. Like it's a mental thing. He likes to get in people's heads before the runs. But he also did say he is nervous every single time. I think, right?
now
Before.
we know.
He did. I mean, it's on camera, so it's not like I'm outing
it's
anybody.
not- yeah,
Nah,
he literally said it.
said it
But we
himself.
know that it's not like that. Now we know. It's like we've been known that. Like
Yeah, it's a
lot-
common
like-
thing.
like-
We're
like
human.
I said, my father back when he was racing, he would build the cars, and since it was back in the day, they actually believed in drivers because it was stick shift. A lot of thing was stick shift. So he would actually race other people's cars, all his friends' cars that he had his own little thing going on. He would race their cars too. So like, I guess like I got that from him. Like I don't really get nervous. Like that shit is nothing to me. That shit is really.
Some people are just born for that stuff. Maybe you're born to be a
I
racer.
mean,
Toretto.
Or car
it was mainly I was always into cars. That's all it is.
It's
I was always
Toretto.
into cars.
That's dope, though.
Honestly, I feel like it's all confidence. I mean,
No,
if you don't
100%,
got
it's
confidence in
confidence.
yourself, but like, I feel like I got confidence in myself to be able to race anybody.
I maybe nervous. Maybe it's not nervous. Maybe it's just like adrenaline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he was actually nervous. I think that it's just like,
It's just the feeling knowing like you got all your people with you and then they got their money in your pot, so now everybody's like
pressure.
But I don't. Yeah, it's like I don't.
I'm only nervous.
Everybody that puts into my money, like into my pot. I mean, I always tell them it's a gamble, even if I know I'm gonna guaranteed win.
Yeah.
I always tell them it's a gamble, just so that way they don't come at me crazy talking about, oh, you told me. Yo, listen, you know what you signed up for, bro. You're betting, you're gambling. At the end of the day, that's all it is. So
Yeah, honestly, the only person that gets me nervous is him and his cousin. Like, they get into my head like, yo, if you lose, we're gonna fuck you up. He's the only one that really gets in my head. Like,
Yo.
the only one I'm really worried about if I lose is him and his cousin, because they really get,
So you have a different energy when you're out, when you outside.
yeah.
Like
I
when
mean-
it's that night, like, yo, I gotta be there for Silver, bro.
Nah, I think I'm gonna race Silver. He's gonna give me a spot because obviously he's a faster car.
Yeah, you gotta wait for us to
But
call.
I want to race Douglas, but I know he's scared. He's not gonna do it.
Who?
Douglas Q50, the
Okay.
red one.
Yeah, the red Q50. He raced him before. He won that race off of a step.
So if there's any Q50, you would probably be Silver. He says he's the fastest in
I'll race Mo too.
In the state.
The Q50 NYC, I'll race him too. I
Yeah,
actually
saw
hit
the
him
red
up.
one.
Somebody else that I would race that's like, it would be funny race, it would be Chopped Cheese.
chopped cheese.
Yeah, chopped cheese. Yeah, that would be a good race too.
340.
Yeah, cause he's a young kid.
Yeah,
Too.
he's
He's
18.
Yeah, so
He'll be
he got the orange 340.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so that would be a good race.
Yamo M5.
Chop cheese be outside or no?
Wait, what? Chopped Cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's outside.
Okay.
He's about to race the Q50 I want to race.
Damn.
Yeah, I gotta start stepping out more. Last one I went to was like a couple weeks ago. Who was that? Who we go to? With Flacco?
Oh, that was
I don't even remember, bro.
Yeah, that was.
I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know who ran that night. I don't know if you guys were there. You look familiar though. I definitely seen you somewhere.
I seen you on the highway when I on the 540. I pulled up on you one time. You said, "Yo, I just put 93 in my shit."
Shit, that was you. Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, you
I'm
was
like, yo, I seen him somewhere.
He was like, yo, I just emptied out my tank. I'm on 93 again. I'm not running.
Oh
I was like,
yeah.
no, let's do a little roll real quick. Yeah, because I seen the Super. I'm like, yo, that shit
do
is
remember
fire
that.
from
That's
distance.
crazy. It was on Sunrise.
Yeah, on Sunrise. Yeah.
Yo, that's so funny. Small effing world. Yeah. I definitely would have smoked your boots though, bro. You definitely would have not got. Yo, I would have been. Nah, I'm playing. I think I was on at that time. I don't know if I think I was on 93. I haven't put E in my car in a while, but that would have been a pretty solid race though.
I had just gotten a map loaded that day, and I went full E that day.
Full E?
Yeah. So I was.
Yeah, nah, never mind.
I was ready to kill tune. I was ready.
When was that?
That was like, damn.
That was a while ago. I feel like
that was a while ago.
Cause I was going to Tristan's house. My boy Tristan.
My car wasn't really dialed in at the time. I was still testing.
Yeah. So
I still had stock wheels on that time. Yeah, like it was.
I didn't have I had NTO 5Rs on, but I definitely wasn't trying to. Yeah, actually, it happens all the time, bro. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it happens frequently in your car because that people don't think it's gonna be like that kind of car.
Yeah.
But people always trying to do shit, bro. I just be chilling. People always trying to pull up. Yeah. It does any Super. Like people always trying to you forget about it. I feel like it happens probably more with your car.
Yeah, your car is brighter. Your car, you see.
Yeah, like everybody trying to.
I mean, your car, you seen your car from. I seen your car from. I remember like it was yesterday. I seen your car from a distance. I'm like, yo.
Yeah,
shit.
but I have a tire in the back. A little,
I'm like, yo, what
crazy.
Is that? What is that? Let me go. And I started cutting up real quick. And I'm like, yo, let me catch up real quick. See what it.
Honestly, I always respect like BMWs because I'm like, yeah, nah, like you can't sleep on. It's the same shit. Like
yeah, same thing.
You really can't sleep on any car, bro. Any dude that's pulling up in a 440, 540, whatever. It's like you asking for a reason. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wasn't even trying.
I mean, I feel like that's another thing too that I'm glad you brought that up. Like a lot of people like are willing to like fuck around with you on the road.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that serious time, like to lock in and race for money, I don't think that's when a lot of people.
Nah, 100%.
Yeah,
I definitely. It's way different. I don't even think I would even lock in for no money because I don't. That's not my speed.
Yeah.
It's not my speed. I'm still in the phase where you would like stance. You know what I'm saying? Not that my car stance, but like I'm in that phase. So if I ever do want to step into that, I do, however, have port injection, brand new. I just haven't put it in yet. So I mean that's a whole other phase for my car, but I'm probably not even going to even entertain it right now. You know what I'm saying? But with E in the car, it kind of makes you like, it's just not enough. Like E30 OTS, it's just like, I feel like there's more the car could do. And once you get that little hit, like you said, it's like, nah, bro. I'm trying to hit like 700-800 horse.
It's an addiction, yeah. Because like once you get your like first turbo kit,
yeah,
and you throw that on there, and then you start seeing, once you start going fast,
yeah,
then you be like, damn, I want more, and I want more. And then I feel like a lot got to do with it. Like if it's like, it's like a lot like with people and shit, like with racing and shit. So like people want to like talk shit. So then you will be like, yo, damn, I gotta add a little bit more. Like you definitely understand that because you stay in the chat. So like, yeah.
Do you guys think that so what kind of car? How much horsepower do you think you have to have in order to have a big tire in your car? You think a stock car should have a big tire? Let's say 300
horsepower. If you're all-wheel drive, you could have 275 is alright. I think that's the biggest.
Yeah, that's I'm on 275s too.
Yeah, 275.
But
yeah, that's all-wheel drive though. If we're talking
rear-wheel
about
drive,
rear-wheel drive like a 325 probably. That's probably
305 or what? 305, I think.
Well, I'm saying horsepower wise.
Oh, horsepower?
Not tire size.
On a rear-wheel drive car, probably like 6,
anywhere
7.
from like 550 to 6.
Yeah, it's gonna start spinning.
Yeah, 550 to 6 you need.
I mean, that's what I said yesterday.
Well,
and
no.
y'all was like, nah, man, the Supra be spinning stock.
It does. It really does. From a dig, it does.
Bro, with my tires, this shit's nice. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe.
Let me drive your car.
Okay,
then.
drive the car then.
I'll drive.
Just know if you break some shit, you're going to be paying for it.
No, I've driven my teacher Supra. I turn off all the traction. It got a little wiggly.
Stock wheels though.
Yeah, stock everything. It was on JB4.
Okay, so it's like what, like 400 horsepower?
And it started spinning OD.
Yeah,
but stock tires.
Yeah.
But you also gotta remember, like you don't got you don't got no experience with a rear wheel drive car.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Did you launch the car?
I tried to, yeah, but it's not the same as all wheel drive.
Thank
It
you.
starts doing a burnout.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
different.
my
Prove
shit,
my point.
I don't know. Maybe I got some good tires. Shout out to Nitto, not my sponsor, but Nitto, I don't know, them NTO5s, man.
That's the tire he had.
NTO5Rs?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
They look like a triple
Tell
A.
you. Let me drive the car.
They're
and
like
I'll show you.
R888, so they're better than R888s. They're not as loud to me personally, and they last longer. But now I have NT555 R2s because they discontinued the R. So these tires are great though. They're better on the rain too than the R05Rs. But I don't know. Maybe I'm about to hit it on the way out of here or something.
We'll
Because
try it.
I feel like I never had those issues with those tires.
We'll try it.
Especially off making 440 right now on the pump ish.
You on E40?
Nah, I'm on 93.
Oh.
It's OTS.
Still.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm on 93 right now.
93?
Yeah, I work in Queens, so E50, half a tank every day.
Yeah, the E85 goes by quick.
Yeah, like today I filled up 93. The thing didn't even move.
Yo,
That was bugging.
it's $50 for my car. How big is
14 gallons. It
40
was like
same thing as
$45.
Super, like 13, right? 13,
Yeah,
47.
13%.
Shit,
It's
I
not
got a
bad.
big ass tank. I got 18 gallons, 18 something like that. 18.
You got a sedan.
Damn.
He got a family vehicle.
Big body, yeah. That's
You
what
got a
I really
family
bought the
vehicle.
car for.
In the room. Anyways, so she's like, what? All right, so tell the viewers where to find you. IG, anything.
Yeah, my Instagram, Mr. G30J. I mean, I don't really got a big following. I really be doing my thing. That's it, bro. I mean,
Me, you can see me on YouTube on Rock NYC. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Shout out to Rock.
Shout out your Insta.
Instagram is junior_GMTO. Yeah, that's my
Okay.
Instagram.
All right, cool. So normally this is like the first episode. I feel like I'm talking into the mic like all crazy, like super low. So we haven't had a chance to shout out our sponsor here, but as you guys know, we're at Checkmate Shop,
actually.
and we got you guys a little gift. So Joanna, can you bring out their little sponsorship gift? So we got to get you guys some shirts made with your Instagrams on them.
Shit.
oh, that's official.
Yep, Checkmate.
Shout out
So
to
you guys
Checkmate.
we got your Instagrams on the back.
Real shit right there.
Yeah, shout out to our sponsor, Checkmate. Just hooking you guys up with some shirts.
Appreciate that.
That's right. So hopefully in the next race you can put that on. Nah, I'm playing.
Hey, if y'all want to go to jail,
Okay. So yeah, man, we just wanted to take care of you guys and appreciate you guys for coming down. For real, you guys didn't have to be here this late, but you know what I'm saying.
you're ready,
Glad
man.
you guys came, man. It was good
Definitely,
talk
for
for
sure,
sure.
man.
Hopefully, I can come out to the next race when you guys do run. Hopefully, I can see your car run because I
Yeah,
haven't seen it
yeah.
in person.
Yeah, I'm just changing the color on it right now. It's just white, so
You doing a wrap or a paint?
I painted the
Ooh.
whole car. So
That boy got money.
I gotta
All
promote
right.
the business. Feel me? So
That's
That boy
crazy.
got money. Paint is expensive, bro.
yeah, it's a
especially your color.
long process too. Yeah, and I got a limited color too. Like
Damn.
it's hard to get that color. So,
You have to with the BMWs. You have to paint it though.
yeah,
Like if you're gonna do some like dope color like that. Yeah, man.
the
Wraps-
jams and everything, it was a headache, but it is what
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
dope. That's dope.
It's gonna pay off when it comes out.
I think it will. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Any
me
parting
too.
words?
what about the stand?
Nah, I just want to see the guys do their thing, and
Yeah, I'm
Hope,
gonna back up all that shit I was talking about. Yeah.
yeah, I hope we keep that energy.
Yeah, definitely.
Where the stick at? That should go.
Oh, the sticker.
Yeah. This shit gonna have a K at the end in the back of my car every time I'm racing one of these niggas right here.
Oh
Niggas right
my
here.
god.
Niggas love to politic right here. Y'all niggas right here. Y'all fucked up a lot of cars for me too. So I know the vibes. I know the vibes with me.
That blue shit got packed up.
Yeah, that's a fact. The
Damn.
white truck got flipped literally three times.
Flipped.
2 times my fault.
It literally flipped too.
Yeah, so
Damn.
One stock
Alright.
know, yo, us young niggas artillery got the shit on smash. So
I have a question. Where'd you get that sticker?
This nigga, he got it, so he had it. So I was like, yo,
He never let me put it on.
How long you had it?
Probably
This
like
is old.
6-7 months.
shit got hair.
Oh,
on
you
it.
were
Shit
good.
got hair in it.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. 6-7 months. So that was given to you
Yeah,
from who?
from the team.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn, he's an insider.
Damn.
Nah, it's not. It's
Correspondent. Nah, I'm
not.
playing. I'm kidding.
It was really like a gift.
It was a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he told me never to put it on. And then he started racing them and he started hating them. So not hating, but like,
It's not really hating them, but like it's like
the way they are.
yeah, because it's just you gotta be there to know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Like in the group chats, it get toxic. So
Yeah. Competition. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. That's what it is.
So I already told him when he races them and he beats them, we're gonna just put one stock, big ass K. We're gonna buy a K, and we're gonna write the list. Each one we packed up.
Damn.
yeah.
Pack them up.
When
Pack them up.
When it comes
Talk
to
your
that
shit.
car shit, it's personal. One stock. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah, crazy.
This video's
Well,
gonna go viral.
Best of luck to y'all, and be safe because you're young, bro. But you killing it, bro.
Definitely.
Appreciate y'all coming down. You good?
Yes, sir.
All right. So once again, we're closing out. Appreciate you guys for tuning into the Street Alpha podcast. Make sure you guys listen on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, and make sure you guys are listening when you're working, most importantly, because it's a podcast and it's mostly for audio. So yeah, on that note, we are out and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.